What's up, guys? This is Joseph. Today I'm gonna be making a video on the 3 steps of success to having a good entertainment center, and those 3 things that you really need to know about is really important in my case. The 3 steps are, for one, is a good TV. It doesn't have to be great, but a good TV. The second one is audio, because audio is a big part when you watch a movie or playing video games or whatever. And the third one is presentation. You know, TV has to look, to me in my case, it has to look good and it has to be a good quality picture. That's my taste. Um, be in mind, this is only my opinion, so you don't have to go by whatever I say. I'm just saying this is what I think that you should actually have, and you don't have to listen to me. You have your own opinion to be entitled to whatever you want to buy, but this is what I think the experience of TV should be like. Um, First, we're going to talk about TVs. From plasma to DLP to rear projection to LCD to LED TVs. What you want to look at when you buy a TV is you want to look at, first of all, the size, how big your room is, and besides the fact of how big your room is, you want to have a good enough room for you not to go blind. Like, for instance, if you buy a 55-inch TV and your room is hella tiny, it's not gonna set right in your room. Eventually you're gonna have some eye problems. So when you want to buy a TV, you want to realize that your TV setup should be just the right same amount of size as your room. For me, I have a 40-inch, so that's the LCD, but that's okay. Now, when you buy a TV, another thing you want to look at is price range. You always want to look at the prices, what you can buy, what's the most you want to spend. If it's under $500 or above 2,000 or 3,000, you want to set yourself a goal limit. You don't want to just buy something and it's too big for your house and you spend so much money and before you know it, it's not what you want. So set yourself a goal limit. That's the true thing you want to do here. Another thing is when you also buy a TV is you want to look at the hertz, the resolutions. It's not really about the contrast ratio, as people seem to be. It's not. It's really about how fast the hertz are. Nowadays you have 60 hertz and then you have 120. Now you have 240 hertz. It's all about the frame rate. It's not. Contrast is about color and vibrant stabilization, but hertz is more about how fast your movement is on the picture of the screen. So keep in mind that when you buy a TV, you want to get the most hertz as possible. You don't want to go for the shorter hertz. I made a mistake on doing that. My TV is only 60 hertz and my TV is only 3 years old. At the time, didn't have 120 hertz, but I took what I can bargain for. So always look at what the TV has in it. Don't set your mind wrong. I'll give you here some good companies for TVs. Samsung is probably the top market brand you can actually buy, and all their TVs look magnificent. They all look good. Sony is another good purchase. I prefer Samsung more than Sony, but Sony makes good quality TVs. Another good affordable brand that you see a lot in these wholesale liquidators and Costco and Sam's Club is Vizio. Also, Insignia is a good one. That's a Best Buy brand. Those are Vizio and Samsung and Insignia are bottom of the line, quality TVs. If you don't have enough money, which is okay, it's up to you. So moving on, besides TVs, it comes to sound. When it comes to sound, you always want to hear what the movie is playing. So here are some companies that I suggest you to look at. One is Onkyo. Another one is Samsung makes good quality sound speakers. They also include Blu-ray players with them as well, which is really nice. Pioneer. Bose. I have a pair of Bose speakers, but that's if you want to spend a lot of money. I wanted to spend a lot of money on good quality speakers, so I spent the money, and I'm very happy with them. But it's also nice to make your own just to, in general, to make your own speaker system. Like, hook it up yourself. You know, there's so many other companies out there. There's so much to talk about. It's just I don't really know what to. I don't really make my own setup. You know, if I like whatever whatever that suits you. You know, everyone's ears is different. You know, and everyone's eyes are different too when they see. So they really can't. You really can't tell the difference. Sometimes people can't tell the difference of sound nor seeing what is on the picture. You know, everyone's eyes and ears are different. But I would go for a Samsung player because they make, like I said, they come up with the Blu-ray player, and it comes with a surround sound system. So and for the price that you beat, you know, you can get probably $300 for a good surround sound system that has 1,000 watts, and it's really nice. And sometimes you can get Samsung speakers that are wireless as well. Sony makes also good speakers as well. Also, Panasonic makes good speakers, and they also give DVD players as well too. In fact, I would say Vizio doesn't make anyone, but Vizio's more in the TV market. Those are only the companies I really know that are really important. Samsung, Sony, Panasonic, Phil's makes good ones. Haven't really seen enough of those. But Onkyo's, you know, if you can get a surround sound system with a receiver, that'll be really good. Onkyo makes really good speakers. Not the best like quality, but you know they're pretty decent. You know, their whole setup is made out of wood. Their speakers are made out of wood, and wood is a good quality of making material out of speakers. Okay, the next thing is what I say was the look. You know, you always have to in my mind, when you invite someone over a house, or in general, you know, it always has to look good. You know, besides the fact, I mean, even if it's a Vizio, you know, I know times these economy that we live in is very hard. You know, and it doesn't really matter how it looks, just as long as it looks good to you. You know, it's it's not if the person comes in and the TV's so clunky or your surround sound system sucks. But you want to know what? It's all about what you think and how you know it's gonna look good in your mind. You know, when I made my surround sound system, or when I put my entertainment center together, I thought it was gonna be. To me, it's fine. You know, I really like my setup. I think my setup is really good. And could it be better? Yeah, it could be great. I mean, I could have a bigger room. But you want to know what? This is the choices that I have. So bear in mind, you know, TVs do look good on the wall. You know, and it depends if you have the money to put it on the wall. You know, if you know a person to mount it on the wall, and if you don't, if you want to do it yourself, you can do it yourself. I prefer doing it yourself instead of spending an extra $400 on mounting the TV on the wall. Nowadays, what you see is what you'll see in the new technology of LED and Samsung and Sony is now the stand itself will be able to turn into a mount. I know the new 9000 series of the LED TV of Samsung's creation. The 9000 series is pretty sweet, actually. The TV itself, the stand, the bezel of it, it actually flips backwards and turns into a stand, which you can mount it on the wall, which is really cool. So, bear in mind, not every TV does that, but, you know, what are you going to do? Brackets don't cost that much. You know, I seen some brackets on Amazon for like 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks. Now, if you do go to Best Buy or Sears or wherever you go to go pick up your home and your equipment, they're gonna charge you an arm and a leg. So keep this in mind, that you're gonna have to shuffle out a lot of money. I prefer you buying a bracket or brackets for any speakers or TVs through the websites or Amazon, because Amazon got some good prices. But that's how I think. Now, if you guys don't agree with me, you don't have to. This is just my opinion on what I think the whole setup should be like of your entertainment center. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please subscribe, comment, and give me some of your thoughts of how your entertainment center is. You know, I would like to hear your thoughts and what you have and what you guys think. So thank you and goodbye.